not students anymore. You're X-Men. I'm going to teach them how to fight. Let's go to war.
I want them to always be different from each other, and I felt that where X-Men Days of Future Past dealt with time travel and robots, technology, things like that, this film deals with ancient mutantism. To him, it's one giant, corrupt civilization, the whole planet, worshipping false idols, thinking it has superpowers with its nuclear weapons, and he believes this is not his world, and he wants to take it back. Apocalypse is sort of an ancient entity who enters the body of different mutants as he grows older, so he can rejuvenate himself and survive for the millennia. And with each mutant he enters, he takes their powers. So he's acquired, over thousands of years, multiple powers. Raven, the Mystique character, Jennifer Lawrence's character, she's seen the darker side of how mutants are treated by humans, and she still believes that there's a quiet war. And she believes that there is a need for a fighting force. When we meet Storm, her powers are quite limited. She has got a mohawk. It's brown. Her hair's brown. She uses her powers for petty things. When she meets Apocalypse, he imbues her with extraordinary power to fly, to travel through lightning bolts. Her hair becomes shock white, and she becomes the Storm who will eventually become the great character that Halle Berry played in the earlier films. I wanted to bring in a couple of new characters that had powers that were just very different than we'd seen before. Now, I know Angel played a smaller role in X-Men 3, but I thought this version I could have both Angel and eventually Archangel, and I could express them to their full potential. And I thought that would be something that audiences really haven't seen. Olivia has a lot of elaborate fight sequences, some that are quite dangerous, a lot of stunts, or most stunts she wanted to do herself. So she trained very heavily in martial arts and in sword fighting and all kinds of things. So she was fully prepared to do all of her own wire work, all of her own sword fighting, psionic blade fighting, so you have to use your imagination for that. So there's a lot of acrobatics, things like that she did herself. I think what James McAvoy brought into this film that's different than all the other films is a kind of optimistic confidence. I think he was optimistic in First Class as a student at Oxford, a professor, but now he feels he's past his dark times, and the world is at peace with mutants. So he's kind of, he's got big plans.